Hi, Sue Frey here. Standing here today, it's hard to imagine the violence that once unfolded in this quiet ground. But in the mid-1700s, this area just to the east of Strausstown was part of a dangerous and uncertain buggy frontier. This is the site that became known as the Bloody Spring Massacre. It's closely tied to the Spats, or sometimes spelled Bats, family. During the French and Indian War, tensions in this region were high. Settlers lived with a constant fear of attack, never knowing when violence might reach their home. On one day, October 1st, 1757, that became reality for the Spatses. Members of the family were working near a spring on their property. It's believed to be possibly this spring here. There's a monument here to the event. I'll do a better picture and leave it in the comments section. But this spring, like I said, is believed to be the one where the family was working, going about their ordinary life, ordinary day, until suddenly they were attacked. Little warning, there was little chance to escape, and what happened here was swift and it was brutal. 6 members of the family were killed at or near this spring, and the water, it said, ran red with their blood. That's how this place became known as Bloody Springs. And this wasn't an isolated event. This was part of a larger wave of violence that swept through Berks County during this time, including attacks like the Coble Massacre that occurred 2 years previously, in November 16, 1755, and the Hochstetler Massacre that occurred just up the road, well, not up the road, across the fields, maybe 2, maybe 3 miles, I don't think it's that far. And that happened just barely 2 weeks before this massacre occurred. The tensions that eventually drove families like the Daglers. I'll be doing a video near their house in a moment. I'll be posting that later. It forced them to seek shelter in the Fort Northkill to the east. These were not just random acts. These are part of much bigger conflict where alliances, fear, and survival shaped every decision. When you stand here today, well, I'm standing here today, it's quiet, peaceful even. You can hear the water trickling as it goes down through across the rocks. Beautiful place. But this ground holds memory. Not just of loss, but of lives that were lived here. Families trying to build something in a very uncertain world. So the next time you pass by a quiet farm or a hidden spring in this area, just remember, many of them carry stories that were never meant to be forgotten. And we must remember, because these stories are part of who we are and part of the ground beneath our feet.